I'm not being charged extra.
Health insurance is a waste, so there's
Did we
no.
get a figure on that, Tom, the health insurance, or is that the rest of it?
We did get a figure on that, and I divided it throughout the budget.
So that's a true figure.
50,000, you're saying? Is that where you're at? 359, line 359?
Yep.
Okay, so that's what you're estimating, you have the figures put in there?
Karma, liability insurance, $140,879. H.A. Thompson property insurance, $25,191. Life insurance, Lincoln Life, $6,300. Dental insurance and United, whatever that is, $30,711. That's not even our health insurance. Our health insurance.
It's 25,000 a month.
Yeah.
Some of them.
The health insurance for the employees, and plus we got to figure the extra $3,000 deductible that we pay for them if they use it. You know, and that varies every year, so whatever they use over $3,000.
Back up to that line 342 for the office computer upgrades. We projected at 2,873, we're still paying 10,000 for the upgrades.
That's because we need the computers on our side. Police just got new computers on their side. We haven't really done anything in about 3 years, maybe 4 years. We've been patching different computers, buying one computer at a time. And I'll tell you one thing, we really need.
You need a whole new system.
You need a whole new system. Not only that, listen, you didn't even have a server on that. You were all working on a different form of Word. Every secretary was working on a different form of Word. Now at least you're all working on Windows 10, Office 10. And you have new desks, but you need a new computer system, and you need a new payroll system. Definitely need a payroll system. Your payroll system is still working on DOS. You have a printer that's this wide using the old paper sheets with the corrugated things. So,
It's not.
listen, nothing against it. Because Dottie and Joe
No, I know.
never wanted to change. They're good people and they're great people. And, but it's time for a change. They
Time
want
for change.
AMS.
You're absolutely right.
You got AMS in there. Let me tell you, when I came here, AMS wanted to give us a new computer, and it was like $500. That computer wasn't $750. It was a 476 or something like that. Megahertz. So when I don't know.
Well, we all agree, but the new system, there's no money in the budget.
Well, I put $10,000 in there to start. You got to start on computers, or you got to do a new payroll system.
Program. Is there a cost to find out what it costs, like for saying to have that done outside?
You guys go to the ERS, right, to the budget, or out to Harrisburg, or PSAB, and you go to the booths and all that stuff. When you go out there, you look for a Windows-based payroll system out there. I'm going to tell you right now, get the guy to come here tomorrow, get 2 or 3 guys, get some bids, and maybe with the $10,000 you can get this converted. I'm telling you, we really do need something. Our checks are way behind. They spend days on payroll, sometimes 2 to 3 days doing payroll. It's coming over from the police, and it's going back here, and it's going back and forth. Huh? I know. Listen, I worked for contractors that had 160, 1,000 guys. They would send that into ADP, and they'd have the checks the next day. I
you're gonna cost money,
Yeah, but
then you're gonna have to do that.
Nick and myself just talked to Joan and try to convince her to see sort of data. Huh? Yes, he was.
But I don't get paid for it. It's pro bono.
But anyway, you do need a new payroll system.
But you do
so
need a
look
new
into
payroll
that, you guys.
But you have to be.
Hardware or software, right?
Police,
It's supposed to be
police
replaced.
payrolls are very complicated, and George can tell you that. The officers are paid at different rates, they have different programs. It comes over to the borough, but still, it
Still have to bring
still
it
has
out.
to be done.
Still has to be broken out.
So if you have, take out, you could take out, if there's dues, if there's child support, if there's all kinds of things that you go and things against the side of
But that's not the issue, the issue is you need a new system.
And they do two checks. They're making too much money, they do two checks.
which I don't think we should be going.
Which I don't.
Why do you think?
We'll talk about that.
How was it made? I
That's
have
so
no
they,
idea, I don't know, I've never heard
There
that.
was some kind of,
that's so they pay lower taxes.
That's bullshit.
It's over.
And well, tell them.
No, you tell them, they get 26 pays a year, they get every other week, that's all they get, they get one
That's
check.
what they should be
End it
getting.
there, that's all.
But anyhow,
Start the first.
the long and the short, you do need, you wanna look at a contract payroll, fine, do anything you want. But, you need something new there. We're in the past.
Well, that's what
And
the
mostly, but
$10,000.
when you look at it, all these administrative back steps, it cost us money in the long run.
Right.
Sooner or later, there's cost to it.
Cost for labor.
What's the date for that process?
I don't even know where they get that.
And that doesn't cover the rest of the stuff.
Tons of it. How that high? H.T. Mason.
Anything else on
Thank
page
you
5?
very much.
And,
Do you have a figure for 420? The state tells you, do you have any figures that anybody goes to, any
These are-
training, conferences, PSAB?
This is the figure.
That is broken down. It doesn't get broken out.
The mayor's, mayor's dues and association for the equivalent of money expenses.
So no,
We
actually,
pay more dues.
no, actually, it's broken out.
Oh, okay, I see that broken out. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was.
I don't know that we use that.
It doesn't all get used, but it's there so everybody can go. So if that council wants to cut it out.
But we,
No, they should go.
remember the Chamber of Commerce, so I would like to start going to the Chamber of Commerce.
Well, the 70's still there, House Borough Association.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't some of that money that's a lot of the council person, they don't really, webinars, right, it's already back from the webinars last year. Right, but I know.
What's the
Oh, yeah,
question?
yeah, yeah.
So even if they didn't go to the conference, they go to the webinar, I learned some
Yes.
bills, they got.
Yeah, it just comes out of that same line, same training line. Anything else on this page?
Oh, yeah. The Morrisville Senior Center is down to 0.
We don't have that anymore.
Okay, but you did get a letter from them to find a place to have something for that, some rental. So we're not giving them anything, we're looking into it.
We've always given them some money.
The county hasn't agreed to help them in any way with any finances to get a new place. They
So
don't
let's
have-
talk to commissioners, and so they're not putting anything.
So there's no money in the county's budget to relocate Morrisville Senior Centers.
You don't want a place.
So even though they're trying to find a place, they've been told that they're not giving it because they can't be on their own, is that what's wrong, they can notify of that? But yeah, letter from them, they're still searching for a place, and maybe they're even trying to use this.
That's right. The senior center's still searching, but I'm just telling you that the county said they're not going to provide them with a location or any monies for that location.
So the center itself, what he's saying is we're not going to get a place. They're the only, getting another funding.
Yeah.
They get no funding.
If that's what they would do, yes.
If they were to find, there's what, 35, 40 members tops. So they would find new places, which I'm understanding from Marlene and some members on the board, that they're searching for someplace to rent in town for those members. So
with them free of
So
charge.
they're building a new one in Wakefield.
Well, there's a couple of buildings where I think they would take our seniors if they wanted to go.
I don't know that
That was
they'll
the
be in 2016 to fund, so I don't know how.
Where's there to fund?
Do you have any figures from them, Debbie?
No, no, I just know that they sent us that letter, and I called Colleen, and they were searching for a place to rent.
I talked with Diane or something a couple weeks ago, and it seemed like it was a no-go.
Here's what they do. Shut it. Shut it. Pardon me?
So, courthouse.
Well, the courthouse wouldn't shut down. No, but the senior center.
But you don't know what
It's
they're
up.
doing, that's right.
But it's the foundation.
Right.
You gotta remediate something.
If they're gonna remediate, they could just let them stay there.
Well,
That's not the.
eventually,
They have some plans, that you can't tell me they don't leave that. in there.
Yeah, and I made sure I told them,
My
I
friend
said,
thought-
you're not gonna just lock it up and walk away.
That's a big spot. Secondly, where are you gonna vote?
right, that'll be,
I mean, there's other places.
yeah, I'm just saying.
In the first floor?
We still have to fix the building.
Well, they're not planning on fixing it.
They're not-
That's the whole reason they're relieving.
Well, I know, but I mean, your courthouse is on top of that building, and you're still gonna have to fix, I mean, they can't leave, you know, water seepage and.
Water seepage is not that. They don't want to do
It
it.
doesn't affect the courthouse. So
So let's try to get through this. So I can reach us there tomorrow.
Right, so this is on page 6. I like the engineering services are on there. Pardon me?
$9 and $19.
Why would the engineering services budget?
They are, that's just,
Why were they for 2015? Am I right?
they weren't really over their 24. That was a projection going over. It's engineered, that's a September figure, and that's what happens if I don't put it in the other box. You see how that, it projects it, and it's gonna be really high, but there was no engineering figures for it, right afterwards.
So,
In the next month.
So let's
Okay,
say
so see,
25.
that's what I did wrong there, I didn't put that in the other box. So it's actually 24, projected to be 25 next year.
you could say $5,000 and make it 20.
Yeah. What's that?
We can make that 20.
You could say 5,000 if you don't think, are you gonna have more engineering services? Are you gonna do, the bathroom in, Williamson Park? You're gonna do, what are you gonna do next year? Gonna do a trail, I mean, you gotta think of what you're gonna do.
Yeah, but what you put that in the recreation fund? That engineering service, if that engineering, that would be rec fund.
You reimburse them anyway because you're getting the
I'm saying, if you get a grant, how do you put the grants in here?
Have you put them in here?
Yeah, they don't show in these figures, the grants, no? So otherwise,
So you wanna lower that?
No, just saying, there's, and insurance.
It just rolls over, I mean, that's what shows in, if you go over something else, it will show at the end figure next year.
671, are we digging that up between NDA and, I think we'll just take care of that, right? Well,
That's the one they would agree, we can write that letter again, between the EDC and the Business Association.
It was rolling off twice, but it sent this letter.
You can see
What we have.
2013, what we have.
a third.
And we didn't pay anything last year.
134.
This year they sent that letter, they asked for about 75, they're not there yet.
Well, if you'll be partners with us, we pay the full.
Right.
If you will be partners, we pay less,
Okay.
that's the fee.
Well, then you'll save it, but I put the figure in there. Just for the-
Where we go now.
That's people over this house, go over it.
Each one pays that.
There you go.
Yes,
Yeah.
all four.
Yes, on this consulting services line,
Where are you?
we don't have anything in there on the other, on surprised it's not put in that space there. Where do you move her salary from? Either where you pull her salary?
That's like I just don't get out for something.
Well, I see, for last year, because it's probably, the budget was updated on which.
It wasn't for me, it was the budget.
Well,
The reason we're trying to clarify that is because there's been accusations that she came in to work for Tom on the budget, and that wasn't the case.
So she's doing some kind of.
She's working with the treasurer.
Working with the treasurer.
Yeah, okay, that's funny, what you're saying is, there's that food fund, that's an actual expenditure.
I don't know, what I did give the figures, I just dug that figures out, I don't know where it was actually.
Well, that was,
I wrote it down.
Have a consultant.
It was, actually, matter of fact, it's on the bill list, you read it off, but I don't remember where it was. Where it was on the
We'll
list.
see. I can check that out. I know that they did.
I heard it.
I have a summary. Do you know this one?
I don't remember where it was.
No, I have a summary also. I wrote it down, Debbie. Find out.
All right, thanks. Miscellaneous is put up, 3,000 more. And we've also been certified, that the budget was up to, 263, you project by the end of the year. Miscellaneous is just, what stuff? Would you raise it up by 1,500, let's just say.
15 out from last year, but if you look at this year's figure, it's not that much more.
We're going to fix some of this.
Still go to Schroeder and put it all in.
And you know, from 701, non-budget audit expense.
That was in 15, that was the auditor, it was not put in the budget.
We have it in this year, right?
We have it in this year in the budget. And the next line,
Another one.
under audit expense.
It's somewhere else, it's not. This year, it's
You're gonna have to have
listed
an audit.
Pardon?
Honestly, you
We have an audit every year.
You should have an audit when you change something.
We have an audit every year.
And it's in another location as an audit, this one is a non-budget audit, so that's why it's there. And on this page,
On the pension one, you did get these, and I noticed, I mean, price numbers are in it, you got to figure a lot of that.
So you don't know what it's gonna be. You don't know what next year's in the motion cost. We get those figures from the pension company. We don't know what they're gonna, they may be less, depends on state aid, but we have no way of knowing what we're gonna get.
They had this past year.
Yeah, but that's non-uniform. Non-uniform, there's no pension payment.
That's right.
No pension, we don't owe any money to the non-uniform pension. Zero. It's the
we go to the
uniform,
uniform.
the uniform pensions that we owe money to.
It's just on how much.
Right? No, we know.
Yeah.
It's in the police budget.
So that's for what year?
This year, coming up, we have $47,000.
Okay, yeah, but we just got the MMO.
We don't owe anything to the non-uniform, that's why it says
That's
zero.
why it's zero. We've not had to pay out, but I know, we've never paid out for the uniform in 20 years.
And his contract with ACR, sending out, we're paying every year.
No. Yeah, $2,000 of that dollars is gonna go back to the sinking fund.
4,358.
Yeah, I think that it's $2,300 some dollars or something, it's gonna go back to the sinking fund. And the other part is, its contract, which that'll go down next year, because it's only about $2,000 a year.
Okay, so this.
Remember how I took out, well, here was the deal. When we took out the loan for the sinking, performance maintenance contract, okay? So when we deposited all the money for the loan, I put it in a sinking fund. When I got the rebate for the electric, okay, like the rebate checks, instead of me putting that rebate money in, let's say, the general fund, it's okay, I didn't know that you couldn't pay the performance maintenance contract out of the sinking fund. You can only pay principal and interest out of the sinking fund. You can't pay the contract bills. So I took 2 payments for the contract out of the sinking fund. Okay? So I'm now returning that money out of the general contract, out of the general fund, putting it back into the sinking fund. But I didn't have to put the rebate money into the sinking fund, and I mistakenly put the rebate, the $30-some thousand rebate money that we got for the lights, I put it in the sinking fund. Now I can't take it out. You can, once you put money into the sinking fund, you cannot take it out for anything but principal and interest on your loans. Okay? So I mistakenly put that money, instead of putting that money into the general fund to pay for the performance contract for you, I put it in the sinking fund. So that was my mistake. But listen, it doesn't hurt you at all. It's still there. It'll pay for the loan.
You know what, can we take that advantage if you can touch us, that we'll get through
I'm doing that. It's gonna go towards the loan. I mean, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, we don't use it.
And you know what I did now? I took less money out of your, village. You'll see, I only
Yeah,
put
you
one.
didn't- You didn't give us a cover page that will show it.
But I put less money in the village
Yeah.
into the sinking fund, and we're gonna put more money into the village for the general fund. And that way it will pay, you see what I'm saying? It will pay the loan. Now I'm only putting $1 million in to pay the loan, because I have more money in there, because I mistakenly put more money in the sinking fund. I can't take it back out. So don't worry, it'll all, it's apples and apples, and oranges and oranges. Just, it's money in that account, you're just gonna pay the loan with it.
So that's where you raise the rates,
Yeah, you see the single fund is only 1 million. It was 2 mils. Now it's down to 1
So
million.
we raised it.
So I didn't raise it, I lowered it.
Reduced it.
I reduced what the taxes in there. Don't worry, when we get there, I'll explain all that. It's not that long.
Page 7.
This one. What else?
Page 7.
See, that line 0007. It looks like 30,000. Proposed is 35, but that's only an increase of 1,000. How come only $1,000?
Well, it's 2,000 from the budget of 2015. So that's the number, yeah, 33 from 35, that's what it is.
So how come the current is so much over?
$15,000.
Is it? I see what you're saying, 1,000 is on the budget. The actual, could we just add more cost? Yeah, it could be that simple. That's what I was thinking it would be. And really, that's not something you can't really budget for. You gotta be aggressive, but not over aggressive. That's how we know. Yeah, that's right. Buttons are gonna fall in season.
But we've only used 21 this year. We only used 20.
That's sour. Just looks better.
So is this proposed 35,000 spread out
I don't think
to all the borough workers?
I don't think this is mainly Rick. I don't think they took out the money for the library, emptying the name for the library. I don't think they put that in there yet. So that's what it was.
So that's the reason.
Yeah, that would raise it. But he cleans the library 2 days a week. Now, I think they put that in there, that wasn't in the projections for September.
So we're going building is now gas, right?
Yeah, but see, you still have to project, we don't use oil anymore.
Okay.
Okay. So the normal oil that we would have used would have been, in 15, would have been $1,800. In 16, if we still were on oil, would be 1,870, or 1,854. Okay, now if you see that on the next slide, move to the sinking fund, 3% escalation every year at 1,854. And if we go all the way over to the right-hand side, you see it in the little print. That just tells me that's a number that I have to calculate and add. Same with that 8,000 to that number is, we don't use oil anymore, but that's a savings that we have every year in the borough because we don't use oil anymore.
Let me ask you a question.
So I'm calculating that savings, and you'll see it somewhere else in the budget. I'm also calculating savings throughout the budget.
But here I got a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with that.
That's not hypothetical, that's not a real number. Real
Now,
number
the real number is not there anymore because we don't use oil anymore, that's correct.
I know, but you're putting it in, but you're showing that the cost of oil.
The cost of oil is, I put in 3% every year for the next 17 years until the loan is paid off. Okay? Okay, so you have to keep, every year when you do this budget, you're gonna have to take that $1,800 and increase it by 3%. You're gonna have to take this 1,854 next year, increase it by 3%. And for 17 years, you're gonna have to keep increasing that, putting that number over there. And then when you add these numbers here, 1,854, 8,263, and when you go through the budget, further in the budget, and you see the electric savings that we have, like $41,000 in electric savings that we don't use that electric anymore, it'll all add up to about $80,000. And you know that that's $80,000 in savings that you have in this borough now, that you're not using anymore in energy savings. So that $80,000 you calculate into millage, and that's the millage you put into the sinking fund to pay the loan.
So I'm after increasing by 3%.
Yeah, we're increasing the savings that, this is the calculated savings that we calculate. We calculated from JCI that we're gonna save every year.
What do the oil prices though?
We just do 3%, just a general thing.
Direct pursuing any maintenance may have been done on the old equipment?
Everything is calculated in that whole thing. There's a schedule in
Why,
the
you don't think
contract.
oil's gonna go up?
But
Every
anyway,
hedge fund manager is telling you to buy
We
long
were
futures.
probably 10
Oil's
years.
gonna go through the roof.
when you do this, it calculates out to the energy savings that you're gonna put away every year to pay the
You
loan.
need to have,
So you're not really getting the energy savings right now.
No,
You're
you're
saying
not.
you're getting the energy savings.
Oh, yes, you are, because really, right now, you're on gas, and you're not using that oil anymore.
Right.
And you're actually saving $1,800 by using the gas.
Right, so you're taking that $1,800 that you would use to pay for oil and you're dumping it into the sinking fund to pay for the loan for the 17 years.
That's
is what
right,
you're doing.
that's right. And if you look at a schedule,
But you're not taking 1854.
yes, you are, you're doing it
Right,
in taxes,
you're
actually.
taking it out of your taxes, but you're then dumping it into your sinking fund.
That's
But
right.
it's not an actual,
It's cash. It's not actual, it's not oil, it's not electric, it's not air
gas.
conditioning, it's not windows, but it's actually it's the actual savings that has occurred by having all these things in the borough right now.
So it's not a savings that you're getting using these LED lights, it's a savings that you're using to not have the oil tank.
Or using the lights, and using the lights. The LED lights are, when we get to the electric thing, you'll see that it's saving you like $41,000 this year by having those LED street lights. So that $41,000 is not calculated into millage, put into the sinking fund. And but listen, you guys have to be vigilant. When you do this budget, you have to calculate, you see it in here, it says, calculate for 3%, do it every year that thing will increase, and every year that will add up to the payment for the loan,
That's
the
how we
principal and interest.
It sounds like,
That's how the
it's
loan-
not the savings, it's the making the payment.
And that's how the loan gets paid back.
It's not.
And it won't cost the taxpayers one
When
penny.
does the contract, as far as like when they started, with this yearly readout, when did you get that yearly readout?
They already gave it to me in April of this year. And they gave it to me for not the first full year, they gave it to me for the contract period. They showed me how much savings we had for the contract period. This April 1st will be the 1 year. And they'll actually, this maintenance price that we pay quarterly. Okay, we pay JCI's engineers. JCI's engineers will come in here and do an energy audit. Every month, the girls down there mail in the electric bills, the gas bills, every bill that we have for energy, all the lighting, street lighting bills, everything. The engineers calculate that. And they calculate, and they come in and they'll give us graphs, books, everything, and show us exactly how much we've saved. Now, if those savings don't match the savings that we are supposed to get, if they don't match, let's say, the savings will be $62,000 this year, but our loan is $78,000. JCI, since we have the insurance
Pays
policy,
the difference.
pays the difference. They'll pay $14,000 towards our loan. But I'm gonna tell you right now, JCI is not stupid. JCI is already, with all these lights, the 92% energy efficient boiler they put in, the windows, all the insulation and everything else, you're gonna save probably an extra 20% over your loan. But that's good, because you're gonna have great energy savings now for the next 17 years.
So that's that building repair and improvement savings, is that what you're talking about? That's towards
Yeah,
JCI?
building repair, yeah, it says move to the sinking fund, that's right. Because we don't have, it was $20,000 to do the building improvements and maintenance. That was maintenance on the boiler, that was maintenance on the air conditioning, that was maintenance on all those systems. We don't do that maintenance anymore. The only maintenance that you're gonna be doing now is probably, instead of 20,000, you're gonna be doing 12,000. You're gonna save 8,000 on just the maintenance. So they calculated just on your maintenance, you'll save $8,000. So everything's calculated out to pay back that
Let me
loan.
ask you something. So you're saving on the electric, but if you replace it with gas, so where's the line for the gas bill? How much you spend on gas? Right, I mean, if you replace one utility with another, it has to be billed for it, where's the gas bill? So that takes out of what your savings is.
It works the way that.
Gas and oil.
Okay. 11?
No, that's not that.
That's for the trucks and stuff like that, so, yeah, I mean, if you're doing municipal here where you're replacing the electric.
Fuel, building costs, page 12, 342. That's pretty good in there.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, I'll have to ask, what she's put.
It'll look like a nice savings if you're not taking out what you have in gas and all.
Oh, you know what it is? It's in our electric bill. It's in with the electric bill. That's why you're not seeing it.
So you wanna say, like,
It's
you
in,
have the word.
it's gas and electric.
Looking at,
It's in with the electric bill. Yeah. It's in with the electric bill. You had me going for a minute. I don't pay gas anymore.
So you're saying the state, the borough Paul would come in with.
It comes in with our electric bill, it's under, there's a gas on there.
So under 208 is also electric slash gas, is what you're saying, that amount you're showing there is both? Is that what you're being
I
told?
would say it is.
Page 31.
Page 7. But it's also broken out in all the other funds too.
So if you got oil savings, hundred.
Used to go on and-
That's part of the reason, what I'm saying is, we then have the gas bill instead.
It's under the electric bill for the building.
Right, but how do you know your savings when you're taking the gas, there's no break away from the building?
You see the electric bill there? You see the electric bill for 13 was $6,000?
Yeah.
What's the electric bill for 15?
Okay, when it's.
$2,900. We saved almost half. Okay?
Right,
And that's with gas and electric for this building.
so you're saying you had the oil and the electric combined and gas?
Yes. We never had gas before. We had oil.
But then you had oil, that's why the oil.
Listen, Todd, I'm not gonna keep going over this. We're wasting time.
Can we move on to the budgets, we can do the backtracking later.
All right.
Are we on police already?
Yes.
Yes, we
Oh,
are.
God, we gotta get there. Let's go, Chief.
Put that
Well,
on the table.
I'm leaving at 9. So, that's it for me. You got 20 minutes.
The biggest zero.
At 35.
I sent in the budget that I proposed, that's pretty well in here. The amount of life I served, the base, is a little cheaper than what's in here.
You say you gave me more?
Yeah. So, in different sections,
Oh,
Want to go over line by line?
however you want to do it.
I wanted to ask you, can I ask you a couple of things? Ask you to cut a couple of things? I wanted to ask you.
Sure.
On overtime pay. Overtime pay on 126. We used $9,000 this year, and I think this has done a great job. We used part-timers, and we used part-timers for all the, Kelly time. I thought that was really great. So that's, I know you took it down to 50, but you only used 9 so far, and projected for 13. Could we cut that down to another 20,000 down to 30?
But at this time, if you look, my court budget is almost at the top. My part-time budget is also at the top.
I know, but I'm not there yet. I'm going to talk to that.
Okay, well, I have to get to that to get to that.
Okay.
So those two items are at the top because I wasn't using that overtime. That was a pot that I left there, and I took out of the other two spots because I wanted to make sure I had more than enough by the end of the year. So if I hit that, and can I do it? And I'll do whatever it has to take, but I'd rather not. I have to take something out of it.
Let's come back to it.
Well, on part-time officers, I did increase $18,000. I thought that was good. Right? And we did put that up to 118, and I thought we did. 132.
Right, but I was taking it out of somewhere else.
Yeah, I know.
So we were out here to get all of that.
Well, are you okay with laying out there? I think it'd be better to have the money connect. You're talking about a true budget, I'd like to see what are the expenses for that line come out of that line, just so we know how to work the next year and the next year and the next year.
Well, you know, when we start dealing with, the part-time officers, it's very hard to, really say, well, it's going to be an accurate number, because, for example, I had an officer that was on limited duty for almost 6 months this year. So even with all that money I was still able to cover it and stay way below where I belong with a lot of dancing. So, you're call. I'll do what it takes.
What do you want to do?
No, I was asking,
Well, no, we used $9,000 in overtime.
No, it's not.
There's $50,000 left here. He wants $50,000 for next year for
For part-time?
no,
No,
overtime.
overtime.
overtime, line 126.
Yeah. You know, I was just saying, could we cut another 20,000 off that, leave it at 30,000? Because you're only using 9.
That's not a lot of, $30,000, a lot.
Not a lot. We're only using 9.
We haven't used
So
it.
That's because he's been lucky with the part-time, but you don't know how long that's going to be. I would investigate.
Okay.
Because last year, a lot of the court costs were divided in the court. I was putting, I'm sorry, the overtime was also put in the court, and they just separated things. I put everything under the court and the, for example, hold on, let me get to the part-time officers. Part-time officers can work overtime. They're always taken out of the part-time budget.
Okay, so overtime for part-timers is out of part-time budget, not
Yes.
overtime budget?
Yes.
Well, that's how we keep it in the budget.
That's part of it, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I left that, I want to leave that overtime budget.
That was a question.
Yeah.
So do you want to keep it at 118 with an extra 18,000 for part-timers or not?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's if you want the same level of service.
Well, the part-timers are doing a great
What
job.
I'm saying, if you want the same.
They're taking over the
same
county
hours.
time to where the full-timers aren't working, because that would be that all of it.
Oh, yeah.
You did a great job.
Did you include a raise for part-time?
Yeah, they got the,
3%?
yeah, 3%, yes. And if you need me to take $20,000 out of the overtime budget, I'll take another $20,000.
Well, let's come back to it, all right? We can split the difference if we feel it's necessary.
But, how about code or enforcement?
Let me preface with what I need to tell you right now. I'm $140,000 down in expenditures from what I was budgeting. I'm over 100% on the revenue part. So the way I do budgets, this is a monthly meeting I have with myself and some of my staff, which needs to be what we do here, which isn't done. This has to be a working document that goes all year long. So to punish me now, because I've been very conservative all year long, and we take the burden on the rest of the borough, you have to watch what you're doing here, because
We're in the black.
I'm in the black. I got $140,000 left in my expenditure to spend. I haven't spent it, because I've been very conservative. Okay? So, I'm okay with rolling that over into next year's budget, if it's there. I don't know if the money's there. But what I'm saying is, you're gonna start taking away from my budget and punishing me because I haven't spent it.
It's not a punishment.
I don't know if it's
We can't
punishment,
roll
I
it.
think that we're trying to, again, get this, actual
Yeah, it
budget,
doesn't
a
roll
true
over.
budget.
You can't roll it over.
Doesn't matter.
You can't roll the money over.
The worst got it, it just disappears.
Well, we're down
The
to.
money you don't spend stays in the general fund. It's not that we can say, now you have $100,000 credit next year for what you didn't spend this year.
No, I didn't say that, I didn't say that at all.
So I
It
think
does, your money rolls over. That $140,000 that I have not spent stays in the general fund for next
I'm
year,
glad it does,
correct?
because even with that rolling over, we're still 50,000.
Yeah, that's hopefully will come up for an explanation of why we are, because it's not on the police department side. So what I'm saying is, in plain language, I'm $140,000 below budget. So you want to start cutting me for next year, and burden me with that, based
Oh, I
on
see.
So now we'll be
I see
over.
what he's
what happened this year. That's all. So
I
you
don't
want-
see it kind of, and I thought that we were trying to work on a true budget, and you sit here for overtime pay, you're at less than 10,000, you're asking for 50. That's just,
You took the budget, and you got the email, and basically, you shifted everything around.
Well, how much
So
do
Well,
you
you
want
didn't cut one penny.
I didn't say we cut, I said we
Well, we didn't have to,
shifted.
but I also had contractual obligations in there of $50,000. So don't tell me I
It's
cut my
salaries,
budget.
it's salaries.
I sure did cut my budget. If I have a contractual obligations, $50,000, and also another $20,000 out of insurance things, and I kept my budget the same way, how do you say I didn't cut my numbers?
Well, but you decreased it by 153,000, but then increased it by 153,000. I think that's what you mean.
Right, so I stayed the same, but there was other line items in there that
But
you don't know, right?
The other thing I do is, was when you decreased it by $153,000. Then you went back to add it on the other side.
Everybody has a copy of this.
Right. But when you added it, you went down 125, 327, 332, 337,
It's the email.
375, 718, 721. Then you went, oh, I still got $50-some thousand left. You went back over the budget and said, oh, yeah, that more, oh, yeah, that in there. But I mean,